The images in this video were recreated and produced using AI technology to more vividly convey the atmosphere of that time. This content was organized with the assistance of AI by a Korean writer who is not fluent in English, in order to share these memories with a wider audience. The story of a boy who grew up in the countryside in the 1960s. Poor, yet our time was never small. It was not an era when everything was fast and overflowing as it is now. The countryside of the 1960s was slow, inconvenient, and lacking in many ways, yet strangely warm. My childhood began with the smell of earth and ended with the smell of earth. In the mornings, before the sun had climbed over the ridge, the scent of firewood burning in my mother's kitchen would awaken the day first. From the hearth came the sharp tack sounds of cracking wood, more precise than any alarm clock. Wake up, you have to go to school. My mother's voice was low but firm. When I rubbed my eyes and opened the door, the cold air struck my face. In winter, the temperature difference between inside and outside felt like two different countries. We washed our faces with cold water collected in a basin. The moment my hands touched it, my whole body jolted awake. Yet, after splashing it over my face, my mind felt strangely clear. Breakfast was never extravagant. Barley rice, soybean paste soup, and kimchi. On rare days when there was an egg, it felt like a small feast. But we never thought we were lacking, because everyone lived the same way. School was about an hour's walk. We followed dirt roads, crossed rice field ridges, and stepped over small streams. In spring, fresh sprouts filled the fields. In summer, the sound of frogs guided our way. In autumn, rice bowed its head, forming golden waves. In winter, untouched snow-covered paths belonged entirely to us. When our shoes wore out and the soles came off, we patched them with rubber. Still, it never stopped us from running. Friends were always somewhere along the road. Hey, let's go together. Without planning, we gathered and walked laughing. It felt less like going to school and more like going on a picnic. Our school was small. We couldn't class floor free step, en din winter. A single stove in the center of the room was all we had. Seats near the stove were always popular. But the teacher made sure we rotated fairly. One day, I placed my lunchbox on the stove to warm it and burned it black. Even so, we scraped it clean and laughed until our stomachs hurt. Sharing side dishes became an unspoken rule. The friend who brought only kimchi. The one who had anchovies. The lucky one who brought sausage. We placed our lunchboxes in the center and ate together. There was something we learned then. It is not the one who has more, but the one who knows how to share, who is truly rich.